Yeah, they got like at least 900. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. I made some money in the funded account today on gold. Glad I was able to do that. Glad that I was able to make some money today. Mm. Hey, yeah, what's up, Cave Trader? So let's see if this move's gonna work out for me here. If this is actually bearish or bullish. I probably should have did was shit, that's a double top rejection. Shit. Shit and that's a double top rejection. You say you're short and long gold today? Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah, that was I should have canceled that order when it gave me that break even. I mean that's unfortunate because I looked at it and saw that was a double top rejection right there and I still took the trade. So it's my fault on that one. I mean, these are usually good areas to trade at usually. All right, so we got 2 more minutes into the orb. So, all right. So last night we didn't get to go over some of the areas that I was looking at yesterday. Actually, I think my other one just got filled on the Nasdaq. Honestly, I think today longs will probably be kind of dangerous on gold because it's obvious that gold is starting to sell off. But we will see. I think we'll still see some late buyers come in and try to buy this. But the overall trend on gold is bearish today. So. All right, so we got 1 more minute until the orb. We got 1 more minute. Yeah, 1 more minute, 30 seconds. Yeah, I think everything is going to probably be completely bearish today. All right, so 369. Oh shit, I got stopped out. Okay. All right. All right. 369. So we got, I mean, 95,000 contracts headed in the first 15 minutes. Yeah, gold is super selling off, man. I was glad I was able to make some money in my PA account on this short. I thought that we would probably see a lot more price action, but I mean, I guess not. So yesterday, I wasn't able to do the stream. I got shit. Uh, keep finding myself having to visit or having to provide. How do I want to say this? Show my support with a family member in the hospital. Having issues with getting their blood pressure for some reason. It keeps elevating into dangerous levels. So all right. So I was looking for a range between 435 and 455. But it looks like we won't be getting that today. At least unless something crazy happens, we won't be getting that today. Hey, yo, what's up, Investor Z? And then I had another target at 25, 535, and then 25, 555. Of course. 25. Seriously. Mm. Yeah, I don't know. All right. And then, so for the downside, I was looking for 25 to 35, 25 to 15. I'm actually going to put a limit down there to potentially catch a bounce, unless they're about to bounce it now. And 25, 155. And 25, 135. So those are the areas that I'm watching. I guess we're just gonna have to come back later on tonight and update this chart. On Monday we had 2 big winners, 1 loss. Hopefully we can continue this trend. All right. All right. So they bounced off the orb low. Let's see if they'll we'll probably see a rejection at the orb high. I'll take a orb high. We'll see. We'll see what happens when price gets here, because I don't think, I mean, this could be a 2-legged pullback into support. This could be a 2-legged pullback into support, actually. He's like, yeah, it definitely is. It's a collecting accounts. It definitely is. I know a lot of people was probably buying this last night. Oh man. The Nasdaq people was definitely buying. Speaking of that, our boy Smith has joined the Gold Army. Our boy Smith is now in love with gold. We was having a conversation. He made so much money on gold last night, and I was like, see, man, in gold we trust, baby. In gold we trust. You can make so much money on gold. You can lose money on gold if you're not careful either. All right. All right. So we're gonna have to be patient here. We're gonna have to be patient for the market to set itself up. Right now, I mean, if you're gonna scalp, just be careful. The market is in indecision right now. It's in account collection mode right now. 230. It's definitely Nasdaq is definitely collecting accounts right now for her account sacrifice collection. 33350. I'll potentially look for because it looks like it's going down. Did you make some money today, Cave Trader? Usually things taste better after you made some money. I'm just gonna follow the rules here, man. I'm just gonna follow the rules, man. Just doing too much thinking instead of not following rules. I mean, they're there to protect you, bro. Relax. Just relax. Yeah, it didn't necessarily change anything. All right, so I'm gonna wait on. All right, so it looks like we got a double top or a double bottom rejection here on the net. Or, damn. All right, so if I can kind of get in now at 75. All right, I wouldn't mind getting in now. We got a double bottom right here. We could potentially see a push, so I don't mind getting in if I can get in. Maybe the train has sailed, and we'll see. I'm not going to chase the Nasdaq. I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait on this because usually the Nasdaq likes to just do this stuff and then just pull back anyway when you chase her. So I'm not going to. I'm going to plan and hope for the best. And okay, Trade. I watched the video. I watched the video you sent. I mean, I agree. I don't want to ever call anybody the best trader in the world, but I definitely appreciate his mindset. Uh, I can understand where he's coming from. Once you kind of get past the idea that money brings happiness and that the acts of servitude is where true happiness lies. Oh, come, yo, oh. I can respect that because I mean it's true. Uh, I know it to be true because I see it in my own life. I mean, I'm trading, make money, get payouts. Yeah, honestly, all that shit is meaningless. But every time I get on stream and help somebody else, talk about the markets, kind of give confidence. Like if you already have a trade idea, and if we're seeing the same thing, and we get into the same trade, it's just easier to be in a trade with somebody else. Just providing a service is where true happiness is. So it's not for the money, but yeah, I definitely respect the mindset of just the whole being a good loser. Mm. I'm going to give myself 5 extra ticks. I want to put my stop underneath that low because it's not supposed to go underneath this low if this was the swipe on liquidity right there. So I'm just going to put my stop underneath there. If the Nasdaq is going to be nasty and stop me out anyway, well, damn. Okay, so I must be trying to buy a falling knife on gold. I must be trying to buy a falling knife on gold apparently because God damn, these motherfuckers are selling gold. God damn. They are not buying this thing at all. All right. All right. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. We got a double top rejection at the highs. You would just think that, the buyers, I mean, at least you would think that the buyers will step up eventually. But yeah, they're selling gold off. They're not even letting it bounce. Huh? All right, we'll see. Almost get stopped out. All right, so let's see if we can get this push and we get his target hit. Yeah, the Bears is not making it easy today on the Bulls. The Bears is like they've had enough and they're just not going to take it anymore. Mm. I mean, we did leave about a good 2 or 3 points on the table, 4 points on the table. My only concern in this trade, and my only concern would be if the Bulls are going to try to, okay, never mind. Yeah, my only concern was that long-term EMA and a potential profit-taking rejection. I'll just call it a rejection from that EMA. Come on, Bulls, fight, 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 fight. Hey, yo, what's up, Tony? Oh shit, sorry to hear that, Alfred. Yo, just like K Trader said, the Nasdaq is in account collection mode right now. This is the account collection price action right now. Gold is doing the same thing. Gold is collecting accounts today. I'm just glad that I was able to take that short earlier. I mean, obviously I left all this. Well, it's an Apex account, so I can only make 30%. I mean, it's a 30% consistency rule in Apex, so I only got a good bit of this. I made $900 in my PA account, and unfortunately, I had to let all the rest of this go. But I have to stay in the 30% consistency rule, or I have to stay within the 30% consistency rule set by Apex. So I had to let all this go. All right, so we're up our almost 90 ticks on gold, but this is a 135 tick strategy. We got this big move down, so I mean, I really don't see any reason for gold to not hit my target here. I really don't. All right. Oh yes. Guess what, Alfred? Ah, shit. Damn. 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 I'm sorry to hear that, bro. You gotta tell Nas Diddy no, Alfred. You gotta tell Nas Diddy no. No, you can't have my account today. There we go, baby. There we go, baby. Beautiful gold play. Beautiful gold play. I mean, we almost got stopped out of this one. I think I had a few more ticks. Only a few more ticks. But gold chose to be very merciful to me in this situation and allowed me to stay in this and get my target hit. So I'm very happy about that. Very happy about that. Probably got some money on the board, baby. We got the money back on the board, baby. Like I said, this is the mission of the stream. We're here to make money every day. We're here to make money every day. Strategic entries, strategic exits. We're here to make money, baby. All right, so let's get this play. Let's get this one to work. Let's get this one to work, baby. Oh yeah. Yeah, Alfred, man. You can't let payout fever win. Dude, I know that's easier said than done. But you know what? Actually, let me play this video. Let me play this. I think everybody needs to hear this. It was I don't know the actual video where I got it from, but I screen recorded it because I thought it was a very powerful message. I sent it to Smith, but I'm just gonna play it real quick. And here, listen to this. Listen to this. My bad. It's connected to my headphones. Let me turn it off real quick. It's like, where's the sound at? It's connected to the headphones. All right. All right. Fine. Fine. I guess. There we go.
The OG influencers that were making like 5-6 figures a month. Now they're broke and e-begging.
All right.
You want to hear about a girl talking about the OG influencers that were making like 5-6 figures a month? Now they're broke and e-begging on TikTok. And as a wealth expansion coach who teaches you not only how to increase your income, but also how to hold that level of earnings, I want to talk about what's been going on here. This is not a new pattern. I have seen this time and time again. I've heard about it many times. What happens to people who come into money right at the celebrities, the lottery, have something called our financial status, which essentially means the level of money that you're most expensive to purchase. The thing about the brain is that it is wired for safety, not for comfort. So in theory, you would think, oh, when I get $1 million, I'm going to feel more comfortable. But the truth is that if you don't feel comfortable with the amount of money that you have now, if you were to win the lottery and tomorrow you become a millionaire, you are not going to feel anything. You do the work program for enormous holding that amount of money. What happens when that work is done is you show up in a multitude of ways. Being wires for safety, the brain will try to bring you down to the level that you are comfortable with. Some of the ways that we see the show up with influencers is number one, education. This is why we see them renting out these huge mansions and luxury sports cars, and they're spending 5-6 figures a month just on these things alone, rather to try and show up as somebody they're not, because they think it's going to give people a perspective of who they are and make them feel more worthy and deserving in those things, or trying to impress other people. This can also show up as trying to fill a void with needs, right? So if they grew up around wealth and scarcity, and they were told, we can't afford that, we need this, whatever, now we can't. Well, look, now I have the money, so you're going to get more. Right? And now another way. Whenever we work with a program around the level of money now, and that's why these programs are still running in the 95%. My life is being run on autopilot. So until they do the work on their mindset, just you have to regulate the level of.
That's a good point that he had right there. So basically, yeah. So that is definitely true. I will say personally, when I first started this journey myself, that's exactly the mindset that I had. It's like a blast from the past because I haven't thought that way in so long that I was like, wow, I used to think like that because I've already shared with you. I grew up in extreme, well, not extreme poverty, but just poverty, and having to consistently accept not having things that you see other people have in abundance is definitely it can deeply root some mindsets that it takes years to kind of need out, and that was definitely true. The one thing that is not necessarily still true, but I still see the program running in the background, I just choose to ignore it, is the whole money thing. Like I when I finally was able to see myself sabotaging habits, because there was time where I was complete, like when the first time that I cleaned out all my debt, I literally had no debt. And what did I do? I put myself right back into debt, and I had to work again And I did that 2 or 3 times. Put myself in the debt, paid it off. Put myself in the debt, paid it off. And I had to stop myself because I asked myself, like, why are you doing that? It didn't feel comfortable not being in debt. It literally is, as crazy as that sounds. It did not feel comfortable for me not being in debt. I was uncomfortable with being comfortable. And it took a lot of work. That was years of work, of internal work, of just trying to live and vicariously through other people. And when I got into the financial markets, boy, I had to learn that the hard way. I ran through a lot of money in these markets, man. I've made a lot and I've lost probably just as much or probably more. Recently I recently found consistency like maybe a year or two ago. And after just all the battles, the internal battles, man, the self-sabotage, oh yeah, it's going to bounce at this level. And even though I would say, yeah, it's going to bounce at this level, the self-sabotage, the execution is poor. I'm poorly executing. I'm not being paid. Like it's definitely an internal battle. It really is. But the crazy thing is, for most people, it's not even your trading strategy, it's yourself. Because, and a good way to test this, is see if it's you and not the markets, is look at somebody's P&L calendar that shows them making $5,000 per day. And just pay attention to your initial gut reaction. When I saw someone made $20,000, $10,000, $5,000 a day when my subconscious wasn't ready for it, I instantly rejected it. Instantly. I was like, oh my God, I don't want to see it. I felt that internal, I guess it was hating, jealousy. And then I guess I told myself that I can't do that. But good thing I have a very rebellious nature, because if somebody tells me I can't do something, I'm gonna prove them wrong. Like, nobody's telling me what the fuck I can't do. But it was just that, I guess because growing up in poverty, obviously $5,000 a day, $10,000 a day is literally outside of my perceived reality. That's not a reality meant for me, is what I would tell myself. So a good way to see if that's you too, look at somebody's P&L calendar that has $10,000 daily and consistently green, and see how what your natural internal dialogue starts to tell you. It's like, oh yeah, that can't be you. Or yeah, that person's probably cheating, or that person, trying to take away that person's accomplishments just to fit your worldview. So I found that this morning. I wanted to share it. Good thing I thought about it, because I sent it as soon as I heard it. I sent it straight to Smith. Because once we get over that money trap, money. I mean, you just realize that money just comes easy. It's nothing hard about making money. It really isn't. You just have to get out of your own way. Yeah, that's definitely true. K Trader and Alfred. Come on, Nasdaq. Come on. I might get stopped out of this one. It's looking like the market is trying to sell off. It looks like 235 is probably where I should get in my initial area. 235, 215-ish. That's where it looks like the market is trying to go. You think it's trying to go to 25 too? Yeah, it can go there too. I can see that. I mean, that's the one thing about the Nasdaq, man. It can go so many places. And oh yeah, I'm looking at Bookmap right now and I see the liquidity down there. Yeah, okay. I see it. Yeah, it's definitely going to want to touch that liquidity before it makes a real move to the upside for sure. And like I said, I would highly recommend uh well, I guess it really depends on who you are as a person. Um I've kind of conditioned myself in certain aspects to where certain things do not affect me. But I know that TikTok can be very addictive. Uh Before I ran away from TikTok, but I as crazy as this sounds, so I downloaded TikTok because I like to see the reactions of political events, like big political events, and then I would usually delete TikTok. But this time I kept it, and instead of deleting it, I was looking for, how people grow their business on TikTok. And I found a lot of creators showcasing their business, talking about their business, uh, especially with all this with tax law and lawyer stuff and all that stuff. A lot of that is dumbed down for TikTok viewers, so anybody without proper education can understand it. And they say that you become the people you hang out with, right? Well, the way that I see TikTok is I'm hanging out with lawyers, I'm hanging out with tax professionals, real estate business owners, investors, and they're just talking about what they did to make them successful, and I'm just absorbing all of that information. And that's how I use TikTok. I'm never on the For You page. I stay on my following page. The crazy thing is TikTok is always suggesting, oh, you've been on your following page for too long. Go to the For You page. And I was testing this out with my partner. I was like, okay, let's see this. So it suggests me to go on my For You page, and for a while it will give me the content that I have that I'm following, because I'm only following business-minded individuals, business-minded creators. And then after like maybe your 10th swipe, it's dumb shit. Oh, blah 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 blah. It's like, dude, it's like it literally hurts my mind. I literally feel my mind in pain listening to the dumb shit, listening to uneducated people talk about stupid shit. And I was like, you know what? This is why TikTok is good and dangerous at the same time, because you get caught up in the stupidity, you'll stay there. So I stay on my following page, and then they actually got a STEM page, which was surprising to me. But and that's science, technology, English, and math tab on TikTok. I just stay on my following page, and I'm learning so much now. If I ever were to purchase a home, I know exactly what to look for, because people just share that information for free on TikTok. I know that if you're gonna build new construction, you have to have money. If you want to have a house built, a new house built, and the builder is funding the project and not you, just know that corners will be cut. Cost will be cut. They're staying on a budget, and there will be problems. I don't think I haven't seen a video that hasn't had problems with this new construction stuff. But when it's your own money and you're speaking with the developer directly, you tend to get better results. So I've come now to the conclusion that every step of the house buying process, if you're not funding it, then just be prepared to be disappointed. And my goal is, I mean, I've already shared, one of my biggest goals. My biggest goal is to be able to provide employment for my kids. I don't really want them to fall into this rat race. It's my job to acquire these skills and pass them on, because apparently, as they say, rich people teach their children how to be future leaders and business owners, and poor people teach their kids how to be workers. You know what? I'm not going to chase the Nasdaq though. I'm not chasing her. I kind of figured that she was going to do some shit like that. Kind of figured this. I mean, it's on brand for the Nasdaq, I guess, but shit, you know. Ooh, I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that. I did not see that. Hmm. I did not see that. Yeah, that's exactly right, Alfred. That's exactly right. And I definitely agree with that, Alfred. I kind of made that same I kind of made that same conclusion that I'm not gonna try to maintain 10 accounts, because man, it's definitely tiring. It's definitely exhausting to maintain so many accounts. All right, so let's see. Ooh, we got some. We got $1.1 million going in SPY at 671. Interesting. We might see a bounce. Someone just bought, or I have to say this correctly, because with these, we don't know if it's buys or sells. So someone transacted 1.2 million contracts at 671 on SPY. We can assume that these are buys, because we can assume that this is potentially them buying the dip, or we can assume that maybe this is them trying to add on to their selling positions. So I guess that's something to pay attention to, because we got 1.2 million transactions at 671 on SPY. It looks like it's a break and retest. It looks like that's what it looks to me. That's not financial advice. Nothing on this channel is financial advice. But that looks like a break and retest right there. We'll see. So we'll pay attention to 671. If we start to see calls come in at 671, then I guess it'll be safe to assume that they're trying to buy there. We don't know if we'll see a follow through, but at least we know that they're trying to buy in that area. Oh yeah, I forgot you said that you're at work, aren't you? Oh, you're not able to pull up black box stocks on your on your workstation? Hmm. Oh, shit is blocked. I wonder why they blocked it. Well, I mean, yeah, this is probably part of their policy. Well, if you need to look at some gamma levels, just tell me and actually let me just screenshot it and I'll put it in the Discord so you can look at it. Put it on the queues real quick. God damn. All right. That was my funded account alarm. Mm. You want the 15-minute, Alfred, or the hourly? Actually, let me see if there's even a difference. Oh, okay. I think it's only 9:30. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I mean, it could, but you know, I'm gonna set my limit there at That's where I'm gonna set my limit at. And the market is really selling off right now. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this one's gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough. You know what? This is gonna be tough, but if I'm wrong here, I'll take the loss. I mean, no, it doesn't look that way, but you know. Okay. No, I'll leave it down here. I'll leave it down here. I would just hate for this thing to push right back up. All right. All right. Game on, baby. Let's see if we can get the market to bounce here. Let's see. Well, congratulations on that, cave trader. You know, the one thing that I'm starting to see that I do, instead of trading the orb, especially when it's on the short side, especially trading the orb short, I'll just wait for the damn the long. I realize I do not take the orb short. I do not take the orb short. The orb short is just too stressful. I don't even want to deal with it. If it works, then I'll just wait for the entry underneath the range for a potential retest of the orb low or potentially going back in the range. But yeah, I do not take the orb low. I just don't. And I realize that. Mm. Well, I got missed on that gold entry by about 3 points. At least for right now. At least right now. I mean, I guess today, out of all days, it's probably not the days to counter trade the trend. Now it wants to do all that. Mm. Let's see if Gold will let me stay in. Let me be in this one. So, I mean, my only concern in this trade is we could see a potential rejection at the medium term EMA. That's my only concern with that trade. It's the medium term EMA. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Shit. Looks like 200. We're almost there, Alfred. Hey, yo, what's up, Marquise? What's up? Yeah, yeah. That's yeah. Marquise, I is yeah, I just prefer not to take shorts on freaking Nasdaq, man. That's just I might as well just wait for the long because I already know it's coming. I know it's coming. So it's like, well, if I can survive, then I know that if I can survive long enough, and then the longs should work. I mean, it's on days like today, yeah, the bears got it because the buyers aren't buying. It's not that the sellers are selling, it's just that the buyers aren't buying. At least the buyers that move this market isn't buying. And all the late buyers are just getting stopped out. So I mean, I know the difference. This ain't real selling. It's just buyers, late buyers getting stopped out. All right. Well, it looks like I'm about to get stopped out. Hopefully. I only have about a couple of points left. I only got a couple of points left. Looks like both the Nasdaq and gold is about to stop. Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. Okay. All right. That's fine. That's fine. That's what honestly. That's what I probably should have done in this gold play. Honestly, I should have done it that way. I should have done it that way. I don't know why I did it that way. Damn, did Nasdaq just show me some mercy? Did the Nasdaq just show me some mercy? Did I just get shown mercy just now? I think the Nasdaq just showed me some mercy. Well, Alfred, looks like your 200 level hit. Looks like you were absolutely correct on that one. I might actually start doing it that way because it seems like that. Yeah, it seems like maybe I'll split the baby in the middle. I split it in the middle because it seems like that's usually what happens on that one. Yeah, usually what happens that way. It's the first one that gets like the top, and another one it likes to dig deep into the liquidity at that second one. All right. Nasty work, gold. Nasty work. Gold, stop me out. But it was my fault though. It was definitely my fault. Um, I should have taken the deeper pullback. So I mean, it was my fault. I know gold better than that. I thought that I know she wouldn't have done that. It's my fault. I was hoping not to miss the move, but all right. Let's see if we can get this target hit. Looks like both the Nasdaq and gold are showing me some love at the same time. It's like they're both showing your boy some love at the same time. Don't ever, I mean, shit. When people say that gold and Nasdaq ain't correlated, man, shit. You must haven't seen a recent chart. They're besties. When gold goes, then she goes. They're definitely best friends for sure. Get that target, baby. There we go, baby. All right, cool. Cool. Now I'm about to go short. If she will allow me to. If she will allow me the privilege of shorting her. Um, all right. Mm. So we'll let this gold play out. Gold play out. We're here to see the Nasdaq, baby. There we go, baby. I'm just glad that the Nasdaq showed me mercy on this one. She could have been nasty. She could have been nasty on this one. What I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna close this one out. It's gonna probably work. I just want to focus on the Nasdaq. I don't want to focus on two positions at the same time, especially. Man, it's gonna probably work. Uh, mm, okay. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, Alfred. Yeah, honestly, when it comes to the liquidity levels on Bookmap, it's purely for reference. Purely for reference. Oh shit. Mm. Well, I know. Well, I guess a good thing I got out of that, huh? I think I got out of that. Mm. Oh yeah, let's look at. Remember those transaction at 671 on SPY. Let's see if we got. I mean, I think that was the market hitting it. Those transactions at 671. Let's see if we got a bounce there. They're sweeping puts on SPY. Isn't that interesting? Those transactions at 671. The market bounced at 670. It looks like they ran the liquidity to fill the orders, bounced it at that gamma level, and it's pushing right back up. All right. So we managed to survive this on the Nasdaq. Managed to survive. Well, we haven't gotten our first target hit, but we're profitable. So nah, I gotta stop doing that. That looks like a good scalp long right there. Oh, that looks like a good scalp long. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna scalp anymore. That looks like a good scalp right there. Let's get into a test environment. That looks like a really good scalp. Of course, Nasdaq. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course, baby. Of course. 59.50. 59.50. 59.50. Get back in this test environment. All right, so I'm testing out this scalp. I see this little block of liquidity right here. This is actually the main reason why I kind of got seeing this as a scalp. I see this block of liquidity. I was originally short here. I got stopped out. So, but actually, no, let me rephrase that. I did not get stopped out. I closed the position. Good thing I listened to myself in that situation. I closed the position, but I know that other people were short here. So if they're getting a break even, they're going to probably close for a break even trade here. We'll see if this thesis is going to work out. We'll see. We'll see. All right, I got my target hit finally. First TP hit on the Nasdaq. First TP hit. Okay. All right, so yeah, I wonder why, because that shit did not work. Okay, so we're gonna pull back. Pullbacks are never fun. I wonder if they're gonna bounce it at 35. I'm not gonna add to this position. I'm not gonna add to it at all. Gonna let this one play out. So this is what I'm gonna start doing moving forward. My rule is once we make money for the day, we can go in a test environment and I can play with this strategy. This is only test environment only. Test environment only. Test environment only. it's not even worth the money that you make if you manage to get in on a good ride. It's not even worth the money that you lose for the money that you make. All right, so test environment only. That's fine. I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna edit this. All right. Okay, so I still believe in the longs here. We potentially have the room to at least test the orb high, like Alfred has suggested. We did bounce from. Actually, let me just do on the higher time frame. I mean, we did get a bounce from this area right here. I think we can get it. I think we can see higher here. Maybe not the orb high, but potentially 295. 295. I would pay attention to 295. But this could potentially be the start of a new move higher potentially. I mean, it held the 200 EMA on the bigger time frame. So we got price holding at the long-term EMA on a higher time frame, and we're getting that bounce. So this could be the move to about 435, 455 maybe. Who knows? I wouldn't count on the bears reversing this, but this could be the start. So we're going to hope for the longs right now because we're in long. All right. Yeah, when the price action gets, well, it is after 10 o'clock on, it is after 10 o'clock on gold. So the price action kind of gets loose. That's why I have that 10 o'clock rule. Because I was looking at gold on my other chart, on my higher time frame chart, and go back into a test environment real quick. All right. Alfred, you know how this game is played. You know how this game is played. You know exactly that's what's going to happen. But SPY bounced off of a level, so you know that if you short it, you'll be shorting against momentum. SPY bounced. Let's look at the Qs and see if Qs bounced. The Qs bounced. So right now the longs got it until they break. I'm surprised we're not seeing calls come in. So maybe this is just a profit taking bounce, but we're not seeing no calls come in. Yeah. Yeah. So you already know. You already know that the Bulls got it right now. We can see the tick strike. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, seeing all this money in a test environment, it really does make my gears start turning. But this should only be for entertainment purposes only. If I take 10 trades like this, I'll probably lose more, and then probably the account's gonna be gone. So. If I want to do this in my account, I need to earn. I need to have the available capital to safely do this. So even though this thing is working out, and I got a lot of money on the board right now, I gotta remind myself that this is only for entertainment purposes only. And this really goes to show how much money that I can, make when I start to actually add into the position or scale into the position or scale up. You can definitely make a lot of money with gold. That's why. Oh yeah, Alfred, I meant to tell you this. Guess what? Our boy Smith is now. He's fallen in love with gold now. He's a gold trader now. I got him. I converted him. I got him. He fell in love with gold last night. Talking about he leaving the Nasdaq and shit. Yo, congratulations on that, Alfred. And Alfred, you know it's going to continue to push up. Try not to get into it, man. Try not to, man. Try to lock this win in, man. Try to lock this win in. But man, the way that Smith was talking last night, he talking about he's gonna be GC trader now, gold trader now. And I was like, see, I kept trying to warn him. I was like, you trade gold for too long, you're gonna start looking at the NQ crazy, because the moves on gold works. Like, look at this move right here. I mean, if I taken my profits, I would have been up 2K. I was up, what, 35? What is that? Like 7 points? I was up 7 points on about 3 contracts. No bullshit. Just made money in the position. And the Nasdaq acts like she can't just do that. I was like, yo, gold will set a new standard for you. It's going to get to the point to where you're going to look at the Nasdaq and say, why do I even need to go? Why do I need to trade this? Why do I need to deal with this? The cleans are just too, they're clean. The moves are just too clean on gold. And then you go to the Nasdaq and then you really appreciate how clean gold moves. You really appreciate it. He says, the gold abuse. Man, shit, Nasdaq over here collecting accounts and you talking about gold? The Nasdaq collected a lot of accounts today. And I can pinpoint exactly where she collected all of her accounts. I can pinpoint it. She had 3 stages of account collection. It looks like she did it in Asia. She did it, well, this is obviously New York Open, but, and then she did it right here. A lot of people lost their accounts in this block of price action. That's what the Nasdaq was doing all day. Investor C says NQ blew him up to, yeah. Yeah, I mean, shit. NQ was, yeah. You saying NQ abuses you enough for him to get beat on by another one? Why not? I mean, shit. Why just have one instrument beat you up? You can have 2. You can have 2 beat you up and take turns. You should. Hey, I mean, as long as you buy it, I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do with it afterwards. I just appreciate you took the time to buy it. The book is yours after you buy it. Mm. All right, so I should be getting that second target hit soon. Oh, actually, no, never mind. Actually, let me see where it's at. My second target is at 78, so just keep my mind on that. I mean, but we're basically done for the day. We're done. We're just waiting for the time to run out. We'll just play around in the test environment. And that's all we'll do. Actually, I guess we should just watch the Nasdaq and see if she's going to be mean. Hit that second target. All right. Where were you in at, Investor Z? Where were you in at? Man, I gotta get some work done after this. Oh, 331. Oh, god damn, dude. Damn. Damn. Damn, the Nasdaq got you. Damn, she got you. Dang, she got you at the top. Dude, I know it's hard to stop out on the Nasdaq. Dude, I know it's easier said than done than just to take the loss on the Nasdaq. Dude, it's easier just to blow your account on the Nasdaq. As crazy as that sounds, it's just easier to blow the account. It's just easier to blow the account because, man, it's just the psychological and mental pressure of if you allow yourself to get stopped out, it bounces out in your favor. guess. Let me see. It's technically- Because it's in a downtrend. All right, so we're up 980 ticks on gold. We're up 2K. So honestly, this is kind of why this is kind of why I don't trade heavy size on gold. I mean, I'm up $2,000 on gold on basically 3 contracts. I feel like I should be up more, I feel like I should be up more. It's like I'm not to make $2,000. I guess how my mind sees it is if I get my target hit, I'm making $2,000, but then I'm risking. Well, I guess in this situation, I wasn't risking. But if this was like a real position where I have a 1 to 2, I'll be risking $1,000 per trade. Just about. Yeah, that's definitely true, Investor Z. That's kind of why, I mean, like I said, I mean, these rules are meant to protect us from our foolish selves. And or actually, let me just be clear, as much as clear as possible. These rules are meant to protect us from our emotional selves. Our emotional selves makes the most irrational, stupid decisions, and obviously because they're all emotionally driven. Obviously, because I mean, you can't expect logic from emotion, but it's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it, man. The money you make, it's like if I was making $10,000 per trade, I mean, okay, yeah, that's worth it. But I'm only making like $2,000 or $3,000 that, I'll probably have it today. But if I take that trade over, if I take that same trade 10 times, I'll probably lose that trade more often than win. And it's just not worth it. I mean, it worked out in this situation. I was up about 90 ticks, just about 90 ticks, 80, 90 ticks. And gold came crashing right back down. But and I was only up 2K. I was only up 2,200. I mean, it's not worth $2,200 is not worth me putting on that amount of risk every time I trade. It's just not worth it. It's just not. So, and then at the same time, I feel more fulfillment building the account over time. It builds my confidence. It feels like, when they said that saying where they say cheaters never win. I mean, that statement has so many layers of what it could potentially mean, and what it means for me is, yeah, let's just say you cheat, right? You cheat, you break your rules, and you win. Or at least you got the result that you were looking for. You got the results you're looking for. But you cheated to get there. You didn't learn nothing. And so the next trade, what's highly likely to happen? You're not gonna you're not going to follow your rules. You're not gonna do what you need to do. I guess, and it kind of makes sense, like when they said that when you kind of grade your trades, did you follow the rules even if you didn't get the results that you wanted? We got to kind of break things down into pieces instead of trying to see it as a whole. If you want to build confidence trading, you have to trade from a system and you have to follow that system. You have to follow it. And if you cheat, your confidence level is just not going to be there. You're not going to have the confidence to take the trades that's going to build consistent wealth over time. And another thing that I'm gonna share with you guys is that especially if you're in a mindset where you're like, man, I gotta get it now, I gotta get it now, I gotta get it now. Man, I've come to the realization that if you live fast, you die fast. If you live slow, you live long. When you stop working, or when the work becomes meaningless, that's when we begin to die a little inside each day, because it's meaningless. I already made the $10 million in that windfall trade. Every other trade after that doesn't really mean anything. But just think about if you had a $10 million goal and you came into the market consistently, you followed your rules, you executed properly, and over time you reached that $10 million goal. And throughout that entire time frame, you picked up a lot of great lessons along the way. You learned more about yourself. You had to face those demons. You had to face those fears. And I hate using that word, but you had to face those fears. And once you stand up to something that you fear, over time, that fear goes away. And cheaters don't get the satisfaction of internal peace, because they're always looking for the next way to cheat. And cheating is a habit too, man. It's highly unlikely to reach internal satisfaction if you cheat, and that's why they don't win. That's why you got to do it. You got to play the game fair. And all successful people tend to play the game the same way. So just keep that in mind. I'm gonna let this trade run though. I'm not going to adjust it at all. I'm gonna let it run. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably why you die fast. Think about all the stress your body is regulating. All the cortisol is trying to regulate, because you got all that damn stress. If the trades I take, the most stressful part of the trades I take is if my margin of error isn't large enough. That's the only thing that bothers me. But as soon as I put on that heavy size, I'm thinking, oh my God, what if it stops me out? Then I'm gonna take a big giant loss. I'm gonna lose days of work. And think about it. You're trading heavy size. Are you really taking those long trades? Are you really taking those 50 plus trades? No, you're scalping for like 5-10 points. And yeah, you'll make more money that way. I'm not saying you won't, but is it really worth all the stress though? Is making $2,000 and 5 points really worth the stress? Is it really worth blowing up the account? I mean, think about all the time you spent building the account up just to blow it up in less than a session. And I got to remind myself of these things too. I mean, I do it. I've done it. I blew my first account. Like as soon as we got to the 20K, I blew all those accounts. I don't know why I did it. I honestly, I just started scalping. I want to be able to make more money safely, but I blew all those accounts, man. This is my last account, guys. Like this is my last one until they all rebuild. I blew all those damn accounts Scalping heavy size, blew all of them. $7,500 of trailing drawdown gone. Now, I almost passed them. I'm not going to sit here. I mean, y'all guys seen it. Almost passed 3 accounts. But, you know, that trailing drawdown got me. So, I mean, well, you know, that's crazy because if it wasn't for the trailing drawdown, I would have passed the account. But then only Apex is the only one that allow you to trade about 300 contracts at one time. So, I mean, 30 minis at one time. Everybody else got you off at 15. But still, if it wasn't for that trailing drawdown, would have got it. But I mean, the point is still there, man. The point is still there. It's really not worth it, honestly. If I passed those 20K accounts, I mean, even though I was doing it in anger, I mean, I didn't learn nothing. Did not learn anything, or I wouldn't have learned anything. But okay. Like I said, I'm gonna let this one run. I'm not going to adjust it. If it stops me out, it stops me out. We made some decent money today. So we're just gonna let it lock in. It's unfortunate that the Nasdaq chose to reject literally 4 points away from my entry, or for this last target. And I wouldn't mind getting stopped out on one freaking contract, but you know the Nasdaq and how the hell she go. She couldn't hit that target. You know what? Gain weight. Yeah, I am. I even had an epiphany, and I thought about you because you're the main one that be saying it. You haven't said it in a while, but you were saying it earlier on, and I had an epiphany. It was, why would you allow price to come back to your break even? It really doesn't make sense. If you really think about it, from a bigger picture standpoint, price really shouldn't be coming back to your break even. You should kind of be trailing it as it goes up, and then if it fails, I mean, at least you got some profits versus it coming back to your break even. And I thought about that. Logically, yeah, it makes sense. It does, but man, emotionally, it's hard to do emotionally because when your heart and your mind goes to battle, where it says if you stop out now, at least you'll have some profits. But then it's like, well, what if it is my target? I definitely agree with that, Tony. Man, Gameway, don't be doing that. We be listening. Shit. You see the changes happening on the stream. You see the strategy, talking about our trades and taking them, entering at our levels, exiting at our targets. You've seen the change. You're seeing the growth. We're listening. We are definitely listening. But all right, guys. It's sad story. Yeah, I mean, of course, I have a rebellious spirit. It's a double-edged sword. I have a very rebellious spirit. I must have been a rebel in my past life, rebelling against tyranny or some shit like that. I don't know. I have a very rebellious spirit, so it's going to take time to change. I have to accept it first before the change actually starts to happen. I have to accept it. I have to accept that these changes are in my best interest, because even though I know certain things to be true, I don't like it. So I'm going to fight against it. I don't freaking like it, so I'm going to fight against it, even though I may be wrong. But, and you know, that's the whole point of life, right? You live and you learn. Live and learn. That's the whole point. Man, come on, Alfred. Come on. Come on. Mm. But all right, guys. I appreciate the conversation. We'll definitely come back. Well, I guess if it's gonna stop me out, shit, after missing the target. You worked really hard on that one, Nasdaq. You worked really hard. Now let's see. I'll give this thing 2 more minutes. Let's see what happens in the next 2 more minutes. I can spare 2 minutes. Man, this thing worked really hard to not hit my target and come from my stop. That's crazy. Mm. Okay. Well. Honestly, man, let's see what happens there. But all right, guys, that's it for me. I think the Nasdaq stopped. Oh wow. All right. All right. Well, I guess she's gonna be merciful to me in this moment, so we'll see. All right, that's it for me. We'll definitely come back later on tonight. Maybe, yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll see. If I'm not on by like 9:15, then y'all guys know what happened. I might have to go back to the hospital tonight. So we'll see what happens. But we'll definitely come back tomorrow morning. And with that said, peace out, everybody. Have a good night or day.